The solitary beams of headlights sliced through the oppressive darkness of the ancient forest. A lone car navigating the winding, deserted road. Trees, like skeletal sentinels, loomed on either side, their branches clawing at the night sky. Suddenly, a violent sputter echoed through the cabin, the engine coughing and choking before falling into an unnerving silence. The vehicle coasted to a halt, its lights flickering once, twice, and then dying completely, plunging the driver into an abyss of blackness. A heavy stillness descended, broken only by the frantic thumping of a heart against ribs. The world outside the metal shell was now a void, vast and threatening. With trembling hands, the driver fumbled for their phone. The screen's cold light, a meager comfort in the suffocating dark. A single dreaded phrase stared back. No service. A wave of cold dread washed over them, chilling them to the bone. Panic began to set in, a tight knot forming in their stomach. It was then that the first sound reached their ears. A dry snap of a twig from deep within the woods. Far too deliberate to be an animal. Another followed, closer this time. A low, guttural breathing seemed to emanate from the trees. A sound that was neither human nor beast. The driver's own breath hitched in their throat, every nerve alight with primal fear, as the rustling in the undergrowth grew louder, more intentional, circling the powerless vehicle. Paralyzed by terror, the driver's eyes were glued to the edge of the woods, where the darkness was deepest. A shape began to distinguish itself from the tangled mess of branches and shadows. It was tall, impossibly so, its form gaunt and elongated, with a horrifyingly deliberate slowness. It stepped out from behind a massive oak and onto the asphalt. The figure moved with an unnatural, disjointed gait, its long limbs bending at odd angles as it began its slow, inexorable advance toward the car. It was a silhouette of pure nightmare, a creature born from the deepest corners of fear. And it was coming for them. The driver's gaze darted to the rear view mirror. A desperate, instinctual act. But there was no escape. Only a confirmation of the horror. Their own face. A mask of sheer terror, illuminated by the faint moonlight, filled the small glass, and just beyond, filling the rear window, loomed the shadowy creature. Its indistinct features now directly behind the car. A silent, gaping maw seemed to open in the darkness as the driver's world shrank to that single, terrifying reflection. A final, horrifying tableau before the inevitable.